Thank you for joining me on the tutorial for the no epoxy method for doing the TV trays. The link to my Payhip store is down below, and with all my templates, they fit these tables perfectly. And with each template that you may purchase, the supply list comes just like this, and all the links are take you directly to Amazon. Some of them are Amazon, some of them are Walmart, depending on where I got them. It takes you directly to the product, and these are affiliate links. This is just an example of one of the links that I have for the learning trays. All of them are fully editable. I have so much trouble saying that word, but you can edit these in Canva. Um, and you can go to my website again, that is in the description below, and check out my templates. My templates also come with the learning trays. They also come with extras, so you can swap out the different activities or whatever you like for, or whatever your customer would like for your tables. Again, but this is not a sizing or template video. I'm just showing y'all what's available on my site. But if y'all would like a video as far as sizing or even designing, let me know in the comments and I'll be glad to do that for you. Okay, now on to the application video. So here's the supplies for the no epoxy method. I got my TV tray from Target because they're all black, but you can use the Walmart one. They're about the same size. I'm going to use my heat gun, my Exacto knife. I got that from Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. And I'm going to use Wrap Attack. You can use water and alcohol and a dab of dish soap, but you don't use both. Use one or the other. So I'm going to use the Wrap Attack for mine today. But if you use the water method, make sure it's the 70% isopropyl alcohol, and whatever size bottle you're using, just fill it up like 95% of the way, and the rest is alcohol and a dab of dish soap. And then I have my print. It's not a sizing video. This is the application. So if y'all want to see me sizing the print, comment below and I'll do a video for sizing your prints. And then this is the clear paint protection vinyl from VViViD. The link is in the description. It's the clear paint protection vinyl. And when you got in, hold on, and then the other supply is the squeegee, and the you could use a sander or the sanding board to take the shine off the top. But when you are buying your vinyl, make sure that the vinyl fits the table. The table is 19 by 14. So make sure the vinyl is larger than both of those numbers or it won't fit, because they do have a vinyl that's like 12 by something. That one won't fit. So make sure you are getting the vinyl that will fit all the way across the table. I'm going to use the Wrap Attack, guys. Again, like I said, if you use the water and alcohol, don't use the Wrap Attack. It's either or. And I'm going to remove the whole backing off of my print. Um, I should have probably sprayed the table first, but I'm just holding the print so it won't fold up on me. And make sure the top of the table is fully saturated. And again, I did sand the top of the table. I don't know where that portion of the video went. So you can sand it or not, but do y'all see how that Wrap Attack actually gives you time to reposition your print? But since that print was not really anything that needed to be lined up, I just applied it, and I used the squeegee, guys, and always start from the middle and go out. So I'm just feeling to make sure there are no air bubbles, and start from the middle and go out. It's that simple as far as applying your print. The Wrap Attack really does work, but you do have to let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes to actually fully adhere. So after you apply your print with the Wrap Attack, And you will feel all that water, I mean, not water, the solution coming out on the sides. So once you do that, just make sure everything is smooth and let it sit for 10 minutes. You can read the directions on how to use that, but that is also in the description below. So after you've applied the print and let it sit for 10 minutes, you're just going to take your X-Acto knife and cut around the edges. And it's really just that simple, guys. I make sure your blade is sharp. And I got that blade from Dollar Tree. Like I said, it was $1.25. It just makes the cutting really, really easy. And you see how far I have it extended so that I'm able to cut really smoothly and cut around those corners. And also, too, if you hold it at a slight angle, that actually helps to get all the excess off so you don't have to trim it twice. Y'all see how good that trims just by holding it and just having a really, really sharp blade to use. Um, you can use an X-Acto knife. You don't have to use something that big. It's all up to you guys. And I'm just filling around the edges to make sure there's no hangover. And there you go. The print, like I said, this is not a sizing for the print. If y'all want to, y'all can. If you need to, also, if y'all seen it was coming up a little bit, if y'all need to let the um, vinyl dry a little bit more, you can before moving on. Okay, so now that the top portion has dried, we're going to apply the vinyl. The vinyl is the VViViD paint protection vinyl. Sorry again, but the description is below. Um, it is a clear, glossy paint protection vinyl. So if you don't find the VViViD, you can use any paint protection glossy vinyl that will fit the sizing of the table, guys. It doesn't have to specifically be that brand, long as it's a paint protection vinyl that you can use. Now you just see me cut a little bit of excess off. Because how they wrap it, it leaves it like a little sticky coating. So I just cut that little coating off. But I want to make sure that the vinyl wraps around on both sides um, because I want extra to wrap around the bottom at the end. Now I'm just making sure the sizing is correct again, that I got enough wrap around on all four sides, and I'm just taking off the backing off the vinyl. And again, I'm going to use my wrap attack. You can use the wrap attack or the water method, whichever you use. Make sure you're not using both. And you can spray the vinyl or the surface. I prefer to spray the surface because I can actually see that the table is fully saturated, and this makes the vinyl repositional, so so it doesn't mess up. So if you were to lay it down and you didn't exactly get enough overhang on each side of your table, the wrap attack or either the water alcohol will help reposition. And y'all see how I'm moving that real easily, and that's, it's really just that simple. So once you apply it to the top, we're going to do just like we did the print. We're going to start from the middle out, pushing all the liquid. If you use the water or you use the wrap attack, you're just really pushing all that liquid out. And your main goal is to get all the air bubbles out and as much liquid out as you can also, so that it dries quicker. So you want to make sure that it's drying. I'm sorry, that you're pushing out all the liquid and that you're getting out all the bubbles so that it can dry properly. And just move from the middle out, middle out. And this is sped up a little bit, but as y'all can see, it really doesn't take a long time. So it does take practice, but it can go really quickly. I did really all of this in one take. I just did it in sections so I could let it dry. But this is really one take, guys, and it's really that simple if you use this water method. And you just seeing me put something in the corners. That's my little coffee or whatever I was drinking. But I'll just put that. I put something on the four corners just to make sure those corners stay down and that it's going to dry all the way, because the corners and the edges are what can really make it not dry right. Okay, now that the top is dry, and what you see me, if I didn't mention it, I just put something on the four corners just to keep it dry, to keep the edges down while it was drying. But I'm just going through again, smoothing out the rest of the air bubbles on the edges, and that's where most of the liquid that you use accumulates, whether it be the Wrap Attack or the water. So it's going to not be adhered all the way. That's why I put the something on those four corners as well. But what you don't see me do as well, do y'all see the little drippings on the vinyl, the solution, the Wrap Attack? You can actually take your heat gun and dry that as well underneath. So you can use your heat gun to dry those. That will really, really help adhere and to dry that vinyl to stick down. And you also saw me pulling and stretching a little bit. Don't pull hard, because this is really made to be used a little wet. So if you pull too hard while it's dry, it will kind of crack and break. So you just saw me pulling a little bit to help stretch it and get that air out. And now I'm just going to all four corners and making a diagonal cut. You can use scissors, guys. You don't have to use that blade like I did. But so you're going to end up with four flaps, diagonal cuts on each corner, so that we can go through and do the corners of the vinyl. And again, you can put heat on the top. It's probably best if you go underneath and blow that dry. Again, I did do that, but you don't see me doing that. I don't know what happened, but you just want to make sure no air bubbles are on the top or the corners before you move. Okay, now we're going to do the actual application of the corners. So I am doing this away from the camera, guys. So y'all have to keep that in mind and stay out the comments about my ashy knuckles, okay? It was early in the morning and I was trying to get y'all this video for Christmas. So this is y'all late Christmas present. So leave my ashy knuckles out of this. So once you cut the corners, you're going to take just a little heat. And did y'all see how that stretched around that corner? You want that to stretch just like that around that corner. And it's going to lay flat. Now you see how smooth that is, the transition from the top of the table to the side. And that's because it was dry and there's no air bubbles. So and you see I only apply a little bit of heat. You do not need a really powerful heat gun, or you don't even actually need a lot of heat, because too much heat will actually turn this into a big plastic clump. So we're only wanting to make it pliable to wrap around the table. So again, I'm going to show you on this side. So you're going to do one side at a time. So you see me do that first side, and I'm going to take that and apply the heat and stretch it just under the table. Just that simple, guys. It's anybody that does sublimation or anything and do the wrap cups, it's almost feeling like a shrink wrap. And if y'all know, if y'all get that shrink wrap too hot, it just turns hard. Well, this is going to do the same thing. So you just want a little heat and make it pliable. And again, guys, I'm doing this away from me. If you was to do this, of course, it would be on the side that you're working on so you can see better. So I really couldn't see. But once you bring that around, you're going to take all the air from the first side that you started all the way to the second side, and move that air out from the side of the table. It does take practice, but it's really easy. As y'all see me doing it, it's easy. And of course, that should be a lot smoother. And like I said, I'm doing it away from my. Y'all see how I'm standing up on the table. Yeah. But of course, work it on the side, and it will be a lot smoother. I really couldn't see, and I'm sorry, my hair and stuff is in the way. But I was just trying to show y'all how y'all should be applying that. And you can use your squeegee also to um, to smooth that out, but don't do too much manipulation of the vinyl. So you want to use heat, but not a lot, and you want pressure, but not a lot. And if y'all have questions, just put them in the comments. I'll answer any questions, because, like I said, this is just a weird angle to look at as far as I'm doing. But if you turn it towards you and apply the method, you'll see. And I'm just taking off that excess vinyl from that side, and I'm going to apply some heat to that again. And you see how I'm just kind of patting it down. Don't rub it, just kind of pat it in, just like you're smoothing it in with just a pat. So, and all that excess that's coming around to the other side, you want to cut that off. Okay, so I'm just great. Trim the excess vinyl. You don't need that much. I think I bought a larger vinyl because I'm like, well, I have this much. I think it was a larger size. But anyway, you're going to do the same thing on this side. And that extra vinyl that you cut, save that. Don't throw that away, okay? Because we're going to use it on the end. So save that vinyl. But I'm going to take and just apply the heat and wrap it around just like I did the other side. And that's your corners, guys. And then I'm just going to take the heat. And again, this will go so much better and look so much neater if I was on the side that I was, if I could see the side I was working on. But as you can see, you just getting all the air bubbles out and making sure that it's adhering to the bottom of the TV tray. So I'm gonna try to do it on this side so y'all can see. I'm just gonna take the heat, and I'm applying the heat, and it will go right. See it blends right on in with the corner of the table. And that excess vinyl, that's what you need to cut. Anything that didn't go around the bottom, cut that off. And if I could see, I will make sure that that one corner is all the way flat before I moved on to. You see how I see? I just seen. So I would use the heat gun and adhere that and make sure that's flat before I move on to. And y'all, this is just so weird. I'm trying to show y'all, but and y'all see how I'm pressing. When I say press, that's what I mean. Once you apply the heat, just press it, because it's gonna be soft, and that's what's gonna make it smooth. When you rub it, it kind of bumps it up. So just apply the heat and press with your finger. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm pressing out all the air, and I'm wrapping it around and adhering it to the bottom of the table. And again, guys, make sure all that air is out. You do see air in mine. I see the air in mine, but like I'm saying, I'm working it so y'all can see actually what you're doing. So I'm gonna take and cut the excess off from underneath the table. So this is after you've done all four sides, the corners are smooth, and now we're working the bottom. we're almost done. So I'm cutting off the excess vinyl with my scissors. I probably should have used my X-Acto knife, and I think I am, because that is what you want to cut off all the clumpy part. So I'm just gonna take my knife, and I'm just gonna slice that off. So this is what y'all need to listen to. This is the important part, people. Y'all see how I cut that, but you still see vinyl. You still need to leave some vinyl from both sides on the bottom of the table. You see that, how there's still vinyl there? You still want to cut it and make it smooth with your X-Acto knife, but you still want to make sure you have vinyl coming from both sides. That's very important. So don't cut the vinyl all the way away. You still need it for both sides of the table. And then you're gonna take that scrap vinyl that we were using and cut a square. So you're gonna take that square and apply it to the corner of the table. That's why you want to make that flush and make sure that you didn't cut away all the vinyl from both sides, because that is going to be the glue to keep it together. Okay, so I'm just applying heat, and I'm just pressing it in. Just press it in. Don't rub it. Don't be real rough with it. Just a little heat and press it in. That's all you need to do. And you're going to do that to all four corners. Cut off the excess vinyl, apply heat to the scrap piece and press it in. And just make sure that you don't cut away all the vinyl from both sides. And I'm just going through and smoothing that out. And I'm going to apply heat to that vinyl strip along the top, and that's going to adhere it all the way down to the table as well. So you just doing the corners and making sure everything is ready to go. Okay, now that we've done that, we got our table finished. Make sure that you're going through, taking off those clumps and lumps and sealing it with the extra vinyl that you put along. I don't know what happened to the footage. I looked at my phone, but go through and cut the excess vinyl off and use your heat gun to adhere it to the back of the table. All of that should look so smooth that you can't even really tell where the vinyl is on the back of that. Okay. Um, just make sure that y'all practicing, y'all taking y'all time, and these tables will come out perfect every time. So, okay, this is the finished look, guys. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and all links will be posted below. Thanks again. Bye.